My character in the Razz Guy was a simple illustration of, I wouldn't want to say an average, but a typical Nigerian boss. Um, Pretty rude, um, egoistic, insulting, condescending, undermines people's work, belittles their efforts, thinks he's the top shot, the best thing that ever happened to an office environment, and if we're very tactical about it, I think a lot of people are found in such working environment where they have no say, where they dare not stand or confront their bosses, and it just leaves them in a very toxic environment. But what I'd say Razz Guy has to offer you is two things. One, lots of humor, and secondly, I'd say lots of moral lessons. No, not at all. Being an actor was never the dream. It was not in my blueprint. Um, Becoming a comedian helped to reshaping myself as an actor. I was able to see that I had a lot of passion for this, and I was able to do it. I never saw it as something I could do as a source of livelihood, or the passion. The passion was never from the start. It met me halfway, and I just followed through, with it. My first movie role was, I think it was The Ghost and the Tout. Yeah, it was Tony Abraham's film. She called me, just said she wanted me on the film, and yeah, I got there. I saw the script. It wasn't too much. Yeah, it was just a few scenes here and there, but it was good. I enjoyed the set. So yeah, that was what it was. Just her calling me up and telling me she wanted me in her film. The days of hello everybody, Lasisi Elenu. Some just happened right now. I'm so angry right now. Never have caught my life. That life was dope. Um, yeah, it started off good. I enjoyed being. I still rant, but not as much as I used to. I just wanted to diversify. That part of me was really awesome. Starting as Lasisi Elenu the ranter, there were just a lot of things to rant about. It was quite easy. When I say easy, it was getting contents to constantly rant about was not really a problem, because there were things happening on a daily basis. There were things that were just taking a drive, taking a walk, trying to cook in the house, watching TV. Something would always spring up. Some yet more interesting, more detailed than others, but there was always something to talk about. So that started off good. I saw people like the idea. It was highly relatable. People could relate to the things I was talking about. I would rant about office environment. I would rant about churches, weddings, birthdays, friends, banks, what have you, clubs, anything. There was so much to rant about, so people could relate, and that made it easier for me to leverage on it. um I'd say, I think every movie set has its way of getting you closer to the actors, learning more about the job on the job, exposing you to more things that you were never really exposed to or didn't really pay attention to. So what this film did for me on the set was just all of that. Was able to connect more with other actors, irrespective of where they're from, how they relate to people. All of this. Networking, it just really helps to do a lot to shaping a person. So yeah, that played a big role in on set for me. It was not effortlessly. Oh. It was not effortlessly. It was not effortlessly. Oh. It was not effortlessly. But my years of constantly playing different roles, being able to switch, make impressions of people, and execute it well, gave me opportunity to really execute it in ways that people would say, okay, give me a round of applause and say he did a good job. It wasn't. Sometimes it was. I was caught in between, making impressions where I was not supposed to. So you find out that trying to make yourself not speak good English, if you know how to speak good English, is a big problem. For people who don't know how to speak English, when you hear them speak English and they say a lot of blunder, you think, oh my God, how can he or she say that? But for you who know how to speak good English, to sound like that is a big problem. But a lot of us think it's not just to say I come on time, but I came in. Nah, it's not that easy, sir. It's not that easy. You will find yourself making words that you did not know you could ever make. And then sometimes I'm there wondering, is this my life now? Is this what I'm about? You know, that shit was so hard. I will not lie to you, ma'am. I will not lie to you, sir. It was so hard making those roles. And sometimes I'm saying trash when I'm not supposed to. And sometimes I'm not saying trash when I'm supposed to say trash. And I'm like, what in the world am I doing, sir? I'm supposed to say, you have returned it. And I'm caught saying, I have returned it. Dude, you're saying trash. So it was not as easy as that. But it felt good. It was really, it made me really cautious of myself, put myself in check, and trust me, it was a sweet one when I was able to pull it off. I feel good, you know. I feel fresh. There are a lot of words, but I'd say interesting. The Razz Guy is definitely interesting. I don't like going out. It's a struggle. When I was much younger, I was a Nollywood guy. I saw lots of Nollywood films. But I think one still. I remember all their songs, you know, even their ads, you know. Hey, this one not passing in my film. Imagine, I remember all the Iwe Road on the chat. But I think the one I always go for is Chain Reaction, Liz Benson. And that's why you'd always hear me use Yeme's song. You know, I love that film. It was I no. You know, then they constantly repeated films for us. So I watched that film back to back. The film gonna watch me. I watch them. In this life, you reap what you sow. Yeah, me. Oh, yeah, me. My sister, what are you going to do? Are you going to elect this man? Forget your life, oh man, the end film. When me I start to watch Nollywood film, where your papa dey? When me I start to watch Nollywood film, if they born your papa well, tell me 10 name of film that you know, Chain Reaction, Igodo, Izaga, Izigi. Shey you dey mind me? Me wey be say I be film good. Unwind. Honestly, I think I just love my space. I love being at home, watching a nice film. I love comedy, so I watch lots of comedy, any kind of comedy. So yeah, I just like being at home, watching TV.